You have waited all of June to hear about the first movie of June, and I am here to deliver. Right after, a little silence from the crowd, please.
Quiet, quiet on the set. Can we get some quiet on the set? Pipe down, we're at the movies.
The movie reviewer, in association with your very own
Vintage Animation Nerd.
presents you a review of the review of and the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe 2026. The movies of June. What a movie. You have to understand that Masters of the Universe has several different lores. The Filmation lore is vastly different from Mike Young Productions. And the Filmation lore is also far flung from the mini comics that came out before the animated series was a thing. Masters of the Universe 2026 was definitely Travis Knight's dedication to the fans of Filmation. I mean, the mystic aura of Eternia, the entertaining comedy, and the flair of the action sword fights. And the little nod to Masters of the Universe 87 and a little bit Superman, where when Adam was flung to Earth for a short time. Masters of the Universe 2026 was Adam's story. Adam got the chance to really be the hero and really be the person who brought the Masters together. This was his first time turning into He-Man, and more on this in a minute. But his first time turning into He-Man, he was treated almost as buffoonishly as Disney is treating Thor. Albeit for He-Man's first adventure. You have to understand this. I mean, Eternia is chock full of our favorite characters. There's He-Man, there's Cringer, there's Teela and Man-at-Arms. There's a little bit Orko. Randor, Marlena. Then we get into Mechanic, Ram Man, Fisto. Deanne? She existed in the newspaper comic strips. To go up against the likes of Skeletor, Evil Lyn, Trapjaw, Goatman. Oh yeah, he's from the Golden Books. He's from a golden book called The Secret of the Dragon's Egg. He exists. It tracks. It was just good enough that I saw it twice. I'm not one of those who saw it 5 times to substantiate ticket sales, and I know what the news is around this movie. The news around the movie is that it's failing the box office right now. That is what happens when Mattel Films is pandering to a niche market. A niche market who will truly appreciate their work. Nothing is ever perfect, and herein lies the rub. The filmmakers tried very hard to present to us a dystopian Eternia wherein Skeletor and Evil Lyn have already taken over. Eternia is very beautiful, but you look out the palace window and you see Castle Grayskull. There is no evergreen forest in between. There is no He-Man riding Battle Cat for half a day to get from the palace to Grayskull. Another point of contention for me, I've always hated the Fisto jokes. I have always hated that, and I've hated the Ram Man jokes. They're characters. Yes, they could have been named something else altogether. They could have really worked on the naming of the villains. I mean, they could have really worked on the naming of the characters. I mean, Beastman, Merman, Skeletor actually works. Trapjaw actually works. Cloth, yes. Third point of contention with this Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Universe 2026 is taking the same route that Revelations did, wherein everybody and their grandmother knows of Adam's dual identity, including a laundry list of the very last people who should know that He-Man has a secret identity. Oh yeah, they all know. Have these writers not seen the episode Prince Adam No More? There is a reason that Adam was granted fabulous secret powers. And it is the same, again, this is the same rub that I had with Masters of the Universe Revelations. Adam going out of his way to name the heroes was a nice touch. But then they went the route that the DC Cinematic Universe took with Shazam, in which Billy Batson named himself Captain Marvel, and just how ludicrous it was. Now, is all of this an insult to the Filmation fan base? Or is it a quiet nod to beneath the magic of the Filmation cartoon, beneath the mostly clever writing, there were some loose ends that needed attention. Is this a nod to that and bringing some of the errors of the Filmation universe to the forefront? So that was Masters of the Universe 2026. What do we want to get? What do I personally want to get out of a second one? She-Ra and the Rebellion, Hordak and the Horde. more characters. Stratos was hinted at. They talked about Avion directly just before Adam turned into He-Man again. And this time going the route of pretending that no one else was supposed to know. Cyclone, I wouldn't mind seeing Cyclone again. They could go the route of giving him an actual character the way they did in Mike Young Productions. Garn. Garn was a great one-shot character. Cobra Khan, Clawful. Yes. Maybe Whiplash. If He-Man has Battle Cat, give Skeletor Panther. I don't... As huge of a fan as I am of Granomir, that's pushing it. Granomir is pushing the envelope. What am I forgetting? Oh yeah. The coveted 5 popcorn buckets out of 5 for Masters of the Universe 2026. For all of its flaws, for all of its hokiness, for everything that I just cited that was wrong with it. Even with allegedly failing ticket sales and a failing box office rep, this film has the power. Check out Masters of the Universe 2026 if you get a chance. If you're interested, check this movie out. I'm Kent Brindley. I rate the movies so you can make up your own mind. Good journey. Today, I'd like to thank you for your patience for waiting all month. Patience is quite the virtue to have. And part of you promising me your patience is I promised to deliver. I hope that I delivered for you, and I hope to see you next time. Till later, good journey. Subscribe!